see nothing. I just check my mail. And I turn around and go. And I hear, and I turn around and there's the chicken out there in the street. I said, oh boy, here we go. Turn around, walk back to my place. Now the chicken's in my yard. Now his neck flares up and he's doing his thing and he's trying to jump up at me. Well, I'm not 80 years old. So I move a little bit quicker than my dad, which he come and kind of ambush my dad to protect life, property, and limb, just like you do. If a man comes to attack you and you know kung fu, you're going to hi-ya him, right? Okay, simple as that. So I'm defending myself. You know, I was feared for my safety, and the chicken, you know, died. Chickens are dying every day, people, at churches, Popeyes, and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's time for the best podcast around. Grab a cold one, sit back, and enjoy the show. This is Corner Pub Sports.
Hello, everyone. This is Mark McMillan, former Philadelphia Eagle. You're tuning in to the Corner Pub Sports.
Corner Pub Sports.
Fuck me in my ass, man. Shit. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yo. What is going on, everybody? Corner Pub Sports together, sort of. Yeah, we're live here on a Friday night. If you're watching it live on Facebook, YouTube, X, we thank you very much. I can't believe that. X. We thank you. And, of course, you download it on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher. There's another one, Gary. Maybe you can help me out.
Satchel.
We thank you guys very much.
For a second, I thought he forgot.
Yeah, it was a little delayed. Yeah, X. Yeah, no more Twitter. It's now X. Wait.
That's a real thing?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hear this.
It's called X now. Yes.
Yeah. It's not Twitter anymore. It's called X.
Yes.
Elon Musk is out of his freaking mind.
And the best part is Microsoft apparently owns the trademark to X because of Xbox.
So he can't use an X.
So there's kind of a back and forth with that. So anyway, we are virtual.
Everybody
tonight.
has an X.
That's right. Yeah, we do. COVID once again reared its ugly ass head, but you know everything's good. We're all good. All of us are good. And it's just a situation, precautions.
COVID's like a turtle head.
Yeah,
he's poking up.
But speaking of poking up, if you want some barbecue, hit up Browntown BBQ, the tri-state area. They will do catering. You have a party come up, a summer party in this 98-degree heat here in the Philadelphia area. They will hook you up with some hot ass homemade amazing food.
When in town, sniff the brown.
I got to talk to him about that. Unfortunately, he was going to be in studio tonight with us too again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, dude, we can't do it. Yeah.
Oh, he was coming in today, right?
Yeah. So.
Do you have a laptop? Send him a link.
Okay. That's too late now. Anyway, so yeah, hit him up. Browntown BBQ. Look on Facebook. Okay, just look him up on Facebook. You'll find it. You'll find the link. Get in touch with our boy Kyle, and he'll hook you up with some awesome food. So, tonight we're going to be previewing the NFL divisions. We're going to start that series, the AFC East and AFC North divisions tonight. We're going to do Why We're Drunk as always, and we're going to talk some Phillies. Polsky to say, I want some armadillo eggs from Browntown. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Ryan's dog is sniffing his balls right now, so you got that going on. What's up with that?
Peanut butter.
Oh man, Phil Mikowski said COVID is the only thing that wanted to be inside of Gary.
At least something's inside.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
Anyway,
what does that even mean, though?
Yeah, what does that mean, though, Phil? Like, yeah.
Like, I don't want to be inside Gary.
No. No
I'm
offense,
sure
Gary.
none of us do. So what does that mean?
I'm sure your fuzzy beard would feel good on my ball bag, but
what's wrong with being inside me?
Well, God, I love you, but I don't go that way. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna make sure I'm not kissing that King Cole over here. You know what I mean? So
you're rubbing a dog. You're rubbing the dog, talking about being inside the dog, but being inside me is a problem.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You said the dog more attractive.
Yeah. Look at
So
that
next
face.
week I'll make my ass look like Jesus Christ.
Look at that face.
He gonna fuck that little dog.
All right, so
he gonna fuck that little dog.
Should we get at the? Oh yeah. By the way, no show next Friday.
Because we're gonna be seeing fucking Metallica.
Yeah, Metallica next Friday, and then we got a show after that, and the 18th we're not doing a show. So we're really gonna be cramming these NFL divisions in there pretty good over the next few weeks. But hey, it's only 4 weeks away, or 5 weeks away from the season, which is nuts. We're that close already. It doesn't feel that way.
No,
that's crazy.
It's awesome.
Yeah, drafts are starting up, fantasy drafts, all that stuff. Fantasy leagues trying to find a draft date, all that stuff.
So listening to the reports, like they're in short, so it's hard to take much from it. But there was something that Tim McManus reported today. I texted you guys, so you know what I'm going to. But Nolan Smith is apparently running around, going through everybody, sacking every quarterback, except when he lines up across from Lane Johnson. Isn't that something, man?
How awesome is that? Like Mekhi Parsons, right? He's not the only one who has he's probably the best defensive player in the league right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would think. If not, he's top 2 or 3. He can't beat him.
Not every team has a Lane Johnson.
Nope, they don't grow in trees.
Like Nolan Smith, he's going to get it. He's going to get his.
He must be pretty athletic.
He's a freak, Mike.
To be that big and that fast, to where nobody can get by him. That's saying something.
And then there was another thing. Jalen Carter, he was dominating the line, so they doubled him. He ran them both over and got the hurts.
Nice.
Dude, that
guy's a fucking animal, dude.
We talked about it.
Like he's
I know
an animal.
We're going to talk about the Phillies in a second, but we're just getting excited for football. But it's the truth, man. Like after that draft, we were like, oh man, it's gonna be tough to get back. And then they go out and draft those 2 guys in the first round, and you're like, oh my God, did they just get better somehow?
Yeah.
Like, did they get better?
Yeah.
Because offense is the same. You're not worried about offense. I mean, running back, you lose Miles Sanders, but then you got DeAndre Swift. If DeAndre Swift, and we've had this conversation on the show, if DeAndre Swift is healthy, he's, in my opinion, he's more explosive than Miles Sanders. More explosive.
And we'll get into this later, the value of running backs. But Miles Sanders is making 7.2. Don't forget about
Rashard Pot, and also they got Rashard Penny.
Yeah,
if
Penny
he
too.
Can stay upright, he's a bruiser.
Yeah. But Miles Sanders is making $7.2 million. The Eagles
they're paying all 4 of the running backs.
Right, the Eagles 4 running backs combined are making $7.2 million.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a Gainwell, Scott, Penny, and Swift, right?
It's Boston Scott, Gainwell, Penny, and Swift. Yeah.
And then
you saw that
in the background somewhere.
Trace Sermon's still around. Sorry, Gary. Trace Sermon. Gary went out and got a Trace Sermon jersey this year.
He's going to get cut.
Do you think he'll get cut or go?
Nah, I think he gets put on the practice squad. It's nice to have him when one of these guys go down.
Yeah, but you got 4 already. You need 2 almost to go down, don't you?
Nah, the Eagles historically run 4 running backs.
Yeah, they always go 4.
Right. They put 1 on special teams and they rotate 3.
No.
Right. Yeah,
so
actually,
who would have 4 during the Super Bowl run?
What I was just going to say, the Super Bowl,
it was Blunt,
in 2017. Who?
Scott, and
Blunt and
Clement.
I thought they ran 5.
I
was just going to say, I thought the Eagles had 5 running backs in 2017. I could have sworn That they were one of the few teams that ran 5.
No, because 4 is rare.
I think it's just 4. Yeah. I think
Yeah, like I don't remember them having 5. I could be wrong.
I thought they had 5.
Wasn't Smallwood still on the team then?
No, they had already caught him.
I
think they did. Could be wrong. But that experiment, I was done with that experiment.
Was still on
anyway.
that team.
The Smallwood experiment, yeah. Eagles,
all good.
Yeah, chart 2000. I'm gonna look it up. I thought they were one of the few teams that ran 5. Wow, what the hell is this? Running back. Blount, Ajayi, Smallwood, Clement, and
it was Smallwood. Yeah, good call, guy.
And Barner, too.
Oh yeah, Kenyon Barner. So they had 6, but Barner was on the practice squad.
Barner's
right?
on the practice squad, yeah.
But they had 5 active
I thought
ones.
He was special teams. Like Barnier played in special teams.
Maybe there was an injury or something. Maybe Smallwood got. That's after they got Ajayi because Ajayi's listed there.
Smallwood.
So they weren't. They didn't have 6 going. I think they had 5 going.
Yeah, remember when they made a trade for Ajayi? Though we were like, it was oh shit! Like,
yeah, and you know what?
They got him his best years. You knew that running back wasn't going to last because of his ankle and his knee problems, but they got his.
And he didn't, man. That was it. He was done after that.
Yeah.
Phil says,
"Why he contributed?" Ryan, why does Ryan look like he's auditioning for the casting couch?
I like to show my tits, and I'm a
grad student. I'm trying to earn my master's, and I go to a college that only accepts $1 bills. That's why I'm on the pole.
Oh, fat bitch! Fat bitch!
And then he leans over.
Bills, y'all.
He leans over to the camera. He's like,
"Let's see how stinky those fingertips can get."
All right, let's go. Let's go Phillies, right? And we'll come back to football. We'll come back. Phillies play well, really well against the Orioles. They win the series, went 2 out of 3, and they could have won the first game. They should have won the first game, honestly.
It was pretty
they should have. Yeah, this team. I know hate's a strong word. I just I don't hate the players. I hate the way they play.
Right.
Like I just. The baseball IQ sometimes seems non-existent.
Open it.
Like this team was built to score, and they don't. It's just. But they're in a stretch here where they should get some separation in the wild card.
Yeah, Pat wrote an article about it.
Yeah.
Check it out, cornerpubsports.net. Yeah, he just released an article yesterday. He put it up. It was good, man. It was really good. So
they're just a Philadelphia team. I'm excited about what can possibly be. I mean, it could go a different direction, but I'm excited what could start happening with the Phillies.
What's 90 degrees out, Gar?
Absolutely. Don't forget that.
No, they're still not hitting for power, though, man.
No, and I know, I'm not blaming Harper in any kind of way. Like the fact that he's even playing right now is amazing. But is he even going to have 60 RBIs? He's got 30 right now.
Wait, who?
Harper.
Oh, Harper has 30? No, I don't think we'll get there.
No, I think he's lucky to get to 50.
Yeah, yeah. And
but he has played well at first base, right?
And he's hitting okay. He's just not hitting for power. He's
not hitting with men on score. Like he's not hitting with men on base still, right?
No, None of them are.
He's keeping innings alive though.
Yeah.
Especially over the last week or two. He's come up big late in the games where he's come up with a a C&I single or a hit up the middle. He's hitting the ball up the middle a lot lately.
Do you consider? I mean, I know that you don't it's working reasonably well, but do you consider Stott leading off?
Yes.
No,
I think I think Stott and Baum should be.
You leave him where he's
at.
He's been super productive where he's at.
And Thompson's not going to do it because
see, I don't think that. I don't think he's that kind of player, though. I really don't, bro. I really think Bryson Stott just plays the game the right way. I don't think it would affect him if you put him at 9, 1, or anywhere in between.
I can understand that, Ryan, but when he has been where he's at, he's been super productive. There has been times where they moved him and they shut him, and he's been shut down. Leave him where he's at.
Yeah, I just think it's like this.
Leave him alone.
See, and again, I disagree, bro. I think Stott and Baum should be at the top of the lineup.
Castellanos could hit second.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like his pop in the middle there. Around JT and Harper though.
Okay.
If I was,
or you put Schwarber there if you move.
If I was constructing this lineup, and obviously I'm not a baseball manager, I'm just saying, I would put Stott, Baum, Harper, Castellanos, Schwarber, JT, Marsh. I guess it would be Sosa. No, Turner, and then
turn it towards the bottom.
Yeah, I'd put Turner be towards the bottom right now.
Yeah,
like talk about a frustrating player. The one player on this team that has been frustrating me the entire league has been Trey Turner.
Absolutely,
Real Moto has been bothering me too. But yeah.
They both have the same average. They're like 240. They're both at like 245 or something.
Just crazy. Neither one of them are like that. And then like Schwarber's batting average, yeah, his batting average stunk last year too. So like that part of it doesn't bother me.
Just get to the postseason. Those guys have produced in the postseason. Just get there.
I don't want to say it doesn't bother me. It does bother me. He's batting 186. That's ridiculous. I could probably go in the league and hit 186.
Yep.
Like that's horrible. Especially when you're playing every day. And the fact that Thompson
and you're leading off.
Yeah, how are you leading off batting 186? What kind of analytics don't tell you? He's like, oh well, it gives a pitcher. His reasoning is, quote, it puts the pitcher on his heels right from the opening jump.
No,
it does because he might pop one, but I don't care.
So what? It's a solo home run,
right? I don't care.
But percentage and statistic wise, you're more able to get him out than he is going to hit a
exactly. More times than not, he's going to make it out.
Kyle Schwarber ain't nothing but a glorified designated hitter.
Yeah, so why not? Why not do Stott or Baum to start it off? Guys who can get on base, guys who are pure contact hitters.
So
for a while,
So it's going forward, like don't want to look past this season, which obviously I am. You're bringing Hoskins back, right?
I think they do. Listen, guys, listen. Is it not obvious that they miss his bat?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'll say this.
They miss his bat.
Because he got hurt, it could be a blessing in disguise for them in their ability to re-sign him.
Mm-hmm.
If they can get him on the cheap now because of it, yeah, for sure.
Right. So
5 years, exactly. $75 million.
You could probably get him for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to get him for, $3 million a year or anything, but
no.
12,
15 a year.
15 a year. Yeah, I could see them. I can see them being able to do that. I mean, that's
a
what
hometown discount because he loves being here. You could probably get him for 60.
If they
throw another 6, 7 into it.
If they get the wild card, he could be back for that.
You burped mid-sentence.
Yeah, he might. Apparently, he's ahead of schedule. He's already running.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a boots gone.
Oh, good. That's good. No, that's huge. They said if they make a playoff run, he has a chance to play.
So I think it's you're obviously not going to go trade for Goldschmidt.
No.
So there's still a hole for it. There's also a theory. I don't know what you guys think of it. That Harper, lobbied to play first base so hard to save his job. So
save Hoskins' job.
Yeah. I'll play first the rest of the year. You don't need a first baseman. This way you can re-sign Reese.
But I'm not a first baseman by trade,
Right.
so you're putting
Right.
me back in the outfield next year.
Right.
But that's a fucking leader. That's what a leader does.
You put Castellanos back in left. You put Schwarber back at DH.
And then even all along,
That
between
fucking
between Schwarber, Castellanos, not so much Castellanos because he's become really good defensively.
He's
But
done well.
Schwarber, Castellanos, Hoskins, and Harper. You rotate the DH, man. It gives everybody a day off, but you still got their bat in the lineup.
Yeah, they're fresh.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, save their legs. Yeah, I mean, you're not missing anything.
And then what this does, the last 3-4 years of this contract you have with Harper, you put him at first, saves his career a little bit.
And don't forget, like JT can play first too. He's done it. I mean, so you have a lot of versatility there. I'm not against them re-signing Hoskins as long as it's not an insane amount of money, because especially now after, I mean, I know it's different now. ACLs aren't, that big of a deal now and all that stuff, but we saw it a little bit with Ryan Howard with his Achilles, like you need that pop off off your leg to get that power. You don't have that, man. Once in a while you can still catch one, but
I think what they missed most with Hoskins.
Ain't that something though, man? Like back in the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
Like back in the late 70s, early 80s, that this Hoskins injury, his career is over.
Yeah. It was hard to come back from, and it really.
Remember that football? Like that was the football thing. Like, oh no, ACL. Oh no, it's over.
Yeah, like how many players going back? Like you're looking in early 90s, tore their ACL. They were never right again, never. And now you rehab it, it heals. It's almost like Tommy John. It's like almost the knee comes back stronger.
Yeah. What if I put Mike's
like
screen
Brandon
on the
Graham,
spotlight?
prime example.
Mike's screen on the spotlight, and then we don't say anything.
Yeah. When he comes back and he sits down, put him on the spotlight, and we just say silent.
How the fuck am I keeping
Don't say a word.
All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Just for those listeners, so Mike must have went and got a beer or something. As soon as I see his shadow, I'll put him on spotlight.
He's taking a shit. Where the hell is he?
It's like a 30 wiper.
I had one of them at work today, man. Fuck. It just wouldn't stop. It just wouldn't stop, man. Fuck.
You're just clogging up. You're getting ready to clog up the toilet with toilet paper.
I don't care. They're clogged anyway. The worst ones in that place is when you're taking a shit. When you're taking a shit, the toilet just flushes and.
Is it like this, Rye? Hold on.
Sometimes when I wipe, I'll wipe and I'll wipe and I'll wipe and I'll wipe 100 times. Still poop.
It's kind of like that.
Where'd you just go?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You got frozen. I didn't hear the end.
Oh, you didn't hear it? He says still poop at the end. Still poop.
Yeah. It happens. And if either one of you say it never happened to you, you're lying.
I say a fucking word.
Yeah. See?
Say a fucking word. All right, hold on. I keep hearing things. I wonder if he's coming back or not. This is gonna be awesome. He's like good fucking assholes. And just stay frozen.
Yeah,
just stay frozen. Stay. Here.
I can still hear the thing where you're saying, let's just. As I was walking down, so
no, that actually made it better.
I'm standing right here.
I can hear you guys.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
This is the best part. I'm going to get a drink, and I'm still going to be able to sit in the conversation.
You don't have to look at your fucking face either.
Yeah.
Fuckhead.
Fuck you. Fuck you. See, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I know.
Oops. Can't wait. All right. So speaking of, we're talking about Trey Turner and how it's kind of been an issue with him this year, and it kind of struck up a conversation with the four of us in our thread this week. And I said, you know what, we should save this for the show. because I said to him, remember, Ryan, I actually got to mute you, dude. It's for some reason it's loud until you come back. All right.
Oh, I'm on my way back. It was probably because of the AC.
Okay.
No, you're cracking ice.
No, I was in the freezer.
So that is pretty cool though. You can just walk around the house. Like Ryan goes to take a piss, you can hear him. I'm not giving him any ideas, but
Oh, it's going to happen. I already thought about it.
Didn't I do that on one of the shows?
The relief room.
No, it was years ago when we first started doing the camera. No, it was after we were on Periscope. We were on Periscope, and I did it after the show. And I took us to the bathroom, and I fucking held it up. Oh man, that was. Oh my God.
What do you fucking? What do you have, Patty? What do you have, Patty wax?
Yeah, but it wasn't someone else doing it. It was me. It was some other weird dude.
Nah, if he was at Patty Wax, there would have been a line of Coke on the toilet.
Yeah, it's true too.
Yeah, we're at Patty Wax. I was after the Sisters game.
Yeah.
And there's a guy taking a piss, but his friends videoing it.
And they're both giggling. I walk in, they're both giggling. And I walk in, and they like run by me. I'm like little schoolgirls running out the door. I'm like,
it was so cute.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Needle dick.
Phil's still struggling
Sean
with runs.
He was mad.
Yeah.
Yo, this is a problem.
Yeah, he was angry. He was angry, Sean.
When am I not?
That's true.
All right, so we had we started the conversation this week in our thread about Trey Turner, and it kind of started this whole like free agent signing things. I said, hey man, just for last year, we were kind of down on Castellanos, but we were trying to remain optimistic, saying he's better than this. He's going to bounce back. He's had bad years. Yes, consistently though, like in his career, he's better than this. I don't know if Trey Turner's ever had a bad year since he's been a major leaguer. This is crazy. I mean, it's look, he's batting 245, which isn't great, but it's not horrific either. It's not like he's batting 210 or 182.
The biggest thing though is that a quarter of his at bats have ended in strikeouts.
Yeah. Which is crazy because
he struck out twice tonight. He's got 109 strikeouts.
Well, that being said, also Ryan, defensively, like you'll see him in the field, he'll do something spectacular, and then he'll do something where you're like, God damn it, what's the matter with this guy?
Yeah, something boneheaded.
And that's what concerns me a little bit with the Castellanos comparison. Castellanos had a rough year last year offensively, but
solid defensively.
He was solid defensively all year, and he's historically not a great defensive player. Trey Turner's supposed to be one of the best defensive shortstops in baseball. I'm completely fine. I know it's baseball; it's a funky sport. Guys are going to have bad years offensively. It happens. It's the defensive part that
both sides are bad.
That concerns me a little bit.
So, again, I mean, he signed a big deal in the offseason, a huge deal. He was probably the biggest free agent signing, I think.
Well, he was supposed to be the best available talent at that position, Sean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And he hasn't proven that since he's been here. No, he hasn't.
Yeah, when
you think the pressure? You think it's the pressure of his contract that's getting to him?
I don't know. I mean, look, you join a new team, but again, he joined the Dodgers and had no problem, getting right back.
That's a lame duck excuse.
Right, so it can't be the new team. But then again, look at Castellanos. Castellanos signed that deal.
Turner was with
He was drafted by Washington. Came up with Washington.
I like that.
Look at Mike's face.
Yeah, I know. Mike froze. Mike, you were like this. Yeah, he was drafted by Washington. Traded Dodgers now.
He was there. What, the last 3 years with Harper? I think so.
Was he? Okay.
It's crazy how much talent Washington's had and now lost.
That team knows how to draft.
Soto, Harper,
Rendon.
Turner, Rendon, though, that contract. You want to talk about bad contract?
Dude, in 3 years, he's played like fucking 80 games.
He might have had the worst contract of them all. That was pretty. That's a shame, man. If I'm the team, I'm like looking for compensation somehow. That's crazy. But anyway, so it kind of led to a discussion. Like, all right, well, what about free agents who came here big? Now we're talking big signings, right? And I'm trying to focus on baseball. It doesn't have to stay in baseball. We can go in other sports, but guys who came into this city under a big deal and you're expecting a lot, and they just did not pan out.
First one that comes to my mind is Danny Tartable.
Yeah. That was what, a 3-year 27 or something like that, right?
At the time, it was a massive contract.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking, 28, 26 years ago or something crazy like that. Yeah.
Chris Gratton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Chris Gratton's definitely one. He just did not pan out. Dude, and then he goes back to the Lightning and then plays well again.
Yep. I ain't going to lie. At that time, I hated that signing.
Yeah.
Because at the time, the NHL, like you seen it, like year after year, where a guy would have one good year and then get a massive contract.
I'm trying to think. That was late 90s. Lindros was still on the team, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 90.
Yeah.
7? No, it was before they went to the Cup. And they went to the Cup in 97. So I think it was 95.
Okay. I know I was in high school, and that was 95, 96, 95 to 99. I knew it was during that time because I remember the signing happening. And then, because Keith Primo was the one they got after Lindros left.
Right. They traded Brindamore.
Played well. I mean, Primo was good in here.
Yeah. 5 overtimes.
Yeah. Greg Jeffries is one that jumps in my head.
Yeah.
Just never. He had one okay season, and then that was it. He was kind of a disappointment.
Yeah.
Namdi Asamoah.
Yes.
Oh God. Yeah, that's a big one. The dream team.
Yeah. Byron Maxwell.
Eating lunch in his car.
Yep.
No, he was a trade though, wasn't he? No, we traded him. We traded him away. Yeah, that's right. No, we did sign him from Seattle. Yeah.
I mean, it's a trade, but Bynum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still a pickup where the city was ecstatic and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Fucking what the hell's his first name? Ashby.
Andy Ashby. No,
Andy Ashby. No, not Ashby. Adam Eaton. Adam Eaton.
Yeah.
Adam Eaton was the 3-year deal. Dude, you know that asshole got a World Series ring?
Yep.
I don't think he pitched that whole they didn't even have him on the roster for the playoffs. And he got a World Series ring.
The most recent one probably outside of trade, Jake Arrieta.
Yeah.
3 years, 30 million, and he was terrible.
Yeah, that's a good one. Remember him?
What are you talking about?
And he was a douchebag too.
Like free agent signings that were terrible.
Papelbon.
Yeah.
He's the franchise leader in saves.
Yeah, he's a
douchebag. He's a dick.
He's a douchebag.
But he was successful. On a bad team, he's the franchise leader in saves.
Yeah, that's why that one I can't. I agree that unlikable free agent signing. Oh, absolutely, he's on that list. But yeah, he's he can't say he was a bust because he's a franchise
How many years
leader.
did he play?
4
years, and he became the franchise leader in saves.
He had like 38 saves a year, but on a bad team.
The other thing is that the
douchebag. But he was a douchebag.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, you're grabbing his balls.
Yeah.
So are we talking disappointing free agent signings just in baseball or
no, wherever.
Anything.
I said Namdi Asamoah, Byron Maxwell,
Chris Gratton.
It was said, bro. Like Mike said it. Yeah.
All right.
That was good.
Bill Wagner.
Oh, here's another one for the Flyers. The goalie, they're still paying. Briscoe.
Brizgalov,
Yeah,
yeah.
Brizgalov's definitely one.
Paul Coffey. Another one.
Yeah, but he was old.
He was old.
It was a bad signing. They shouldn't have signed him.
What? He was solid for his age.
No, he wasn't. It shouldn't have signed him.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, but it wasn't like they didn't sign him to like a 5-year deal or anything. Though.
He was old when he wasn't
All
expected.
right, Vinny LeCavier.
Vinny LeCavier falls in that category. Yes, he does.
Alexander Degg.
I'll tell you what, like
the Flyers have so many. Oh my god,
Alexander Degg.
Bad luck signings. You got Keith Primo. And
how's that bad luck though?
Because he was hurt. His ankle was all fucked up when they got him. Or not Keith Primo. I'm sorry. No, I'm thinking of Peter Forsberg.
Keith Primo was.
Forsberg. Yep.
I was gonna say Primo was good here for a while. Yeah. Peter Forsberg was that's definitely on there for sure.
The Flyers have the most. That turned into a bad contract.
Who was that one?
Beezer.
Van Beesbrook.
Oh God.
Oh my God, they have so many.
The Brizgalov one. The Brizgalov one, though. That was a 7-year deal, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're still paying them. I think they pay them through 2030.
Jay Parr has one.
Merkin face hearted.
I agree with him. What a fucking piece of shit waste
Al
of signing.
Al Horford.
Yep.
Al Horford was a terrible signing.
Yep.
And just think that money you didn't use to sign Jimmy Butler, you signed on to use for Al Horford.
Chris Webber.
Bradley.
Chris Webber.
Tobias Harris. Chris Webber.
Sean Bradley was a draft pick though.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Is Tobias Harris?
Glenn Robinson? Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we traded for Harris, but then we signed him to that
max
deal.
contract.
Yeah, it's a bad deal.
Absolutely bad deal. Absolutely.
But Big Dog Robinson was a big dog.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Yep.
Yeah. Oh
God, Matt Geiger.
Big Dog Robinson.
I fucking hated Matt Geiger.
Matt Geiger.
Dude,
Soft.
so years
it was
ago.
the first week in soft.
Probably 20 years
Right.
ago. I'm down in Florida, and the Sixers, are I guess it's either they came off the finals or they were heading to the finals that year. I don't know. It was right around that time. They were still a really good team. And I remember talking to this guy about it, and I said, I freaking hate Matt Geiger. And he's like, oh, why? I'm like, because he's stealing money. And I'm 18, 19 years old, I'm like, he's stealing money. He goes, yeah, he's my friend. I'm like, oh, really? He goes, yeah, I was just at his house. He's got a moat inside his house. I was just
this is some dude you're talking to at training, spring training?
It wasn't, we were at spring training. I think it was like June or something that year. I went down to the same place I used to go to. And he's like, yeah, I was just in his moat. I'm like, his moat? Yeah, he has a moat inside his house. He has his own bowling alley and all. I'm like, oh, with the money that he got from the Sixers, the Sixers made him a pretty rich man. I'm like, okay, maybe if you played like it, And I'll never. Every time I think of Matt Geiger, I think of that. And that guy was so happy. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, you know what though? I'd be happy too if I was playing, or if I was his friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going.
So.
Ooh.
What happened?
What, you fart?
Nah, she's putting streaks in her hair.
Oh.
It stinks.
Were they brown streaks?
Well, it's like it was set up.
That was perfect.
Brian, I can smell that comment. No, she's putting highlights in her hair. This is what they do at that age, Sean.
Zach Wheeler's throwing another gem.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. 6 hits.
But it looks like he's starting to get back to Zach Wheeler.
Yeah, of old.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah, that's huge, man.
Well, again, I mean, wasn't he hurt in spring training? Didn't he not pitch a lot in spring training this year?
I don't remember.
Still, one of my biggest regrets is them taking him out of that game. They should have never taken him out of that game.
Oh, in the playoffs? Yep.
Yeah.
Well, in the World Series.
What was that? 5 solid innings, Mike? And
Yeah, they had two.
They
had two, and they had 2 on. There was 1 out. I think we were up 1.
Yeah, he didn't throw a lot of pitches.
No, you should have left them in. I hear you. Especially, you knew, we all knew in the back of our mind, Alvarado's the only legitimate left-hander we got. Eventually, the Astros are going to kill this dude. Because if you, as a batter, if you see a pitcher over and over and over in a short period of time,
the
batter has the advantage.
Was his name Alvarez and hitting it off of him?
I don't know what it is about. I don't know what it is about Alvarado, though, man. I love that guy. He's just
hopefully he comes back,
man.
Comes back soon, man. They
need
fuck.
Yeah, and you just got Dominguez back. You got 3 legitimate left-handers coming out of that bullpen, man.
Yeah,
and it shores up the end. The back end of that bullpen pretty well. So, all right, cool.
So if you get this is the time to get hot. Would you want to play the Phillies when they're hot? No, I wouldn't.
No. And if they make the playoffs, I wouldn't want to play them because you don't know what to expect. But so let's say I'm going to ask that question right now. I'm putting you all on the spot right now today. Are they a playoff team?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think they are.
They literally are right now.
But they are right now, Ryan.
They are right now, but I don't think they make the playoffs.
So how can you say they are a playoff team right now, but they don't make the playoffs?
Well,
because they're only a half game up, and because the playoffs didn't start.
So what I'm going to say is who's going to overtake them? Miami?
I don't know. A team that probably shouldn't. Look, last year they made a run. Oh my God, it's pouring in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they're gonna.
But last year they made a run, and the 2 things in particular that guided them to that run: pitching and defense. That's what wins in a playoff. And that's what wins in a playoff.
And the Brewers took a shit.
But that's what wins in the playoffs.
Yeah, but you're not talking about wins in the playoffs. You're talking about getting to the playoffs. That's different.
Exactly, Mike. Exactly.
But up until this point, they haven't beat the teams that they need to beat to make the playoffs. They haven't beat. You're not going to constantly outwin the teams that you keep losing to. You know what I mean? They have more wins than them all right now. But the teams you keep losing to, you're not going to have more wins than them.
Yeah, they got to stop. They got to stop playing down. They play to the level of their competition,
right? So until they beat the Brewers, until they beat the Marlins, until they beat the Reds when they play the Reds, they
did beat the Reds earlier in the year, but yeah.
But they keep losing to the teams that they got to beat to get there. That's why I don't think they're a playoff team, and they keep shooting themselves in the foot. Most of a legitimate amount of their losses this year are their own fault because you can't drive a run in from second because you're trying to kill the ball instead of hitting hit it to the right side.
The runner is a scoring position thing.
Who was that
year.
they played before the Orioles?
I fucking hate virtual. I hate it.
No, I hear you, Sean. I hear you.
Christ.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, no, it's not your fault, dude. It's just there's a delay and no one can get it. It's just
who did they play before the Orioles?
The Brewers?
No.
Yeah.
Was it?
The Brewers.
Yeah. And they lost that.
No. Right, they lost that series at home.
Yeah.
The weekend before they lost the series to the Guardians that they should have beat.
Yep. That's a team
before this series against Pittsburgh, since the All-Star break, there's only been 1 game where they scored first.
That's ridiculous. Well, and then tonight, right?
Right, I said before the series.
Before tonight, yeah. And that's the other thing. Pittsburgh sucks.
And you got 2 runs.
You only have 2-1 on them. And they're probably going to, We'll see how long this rain lasts, but maybe they'll call it at this point. It's the 7th inning. You know, they do have a runner on though. They might try to get that in, but I don't know.
Coming back.
I guess that rain's coming our way, huh?
Yeah, I guess that's the rain that's coming here tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Rain's coming away, hey.
It's going to take that long to get here?
Oh.
I don't know, Mike. It's Pittsburgh. There's like fucking 20 exits for it on 95. You tell me.
I forgot to ask you guys. This is pretty important. What are you drinking?
Long Island iced tea slushy.
Long Island iced tea slushy for Ryan. What do you got, Mike?
I got the 2SP up and out easy IPA.
Up and out.
Up and out.
What do you got there, Gary?
I got the Lawson's Hazy Rays IPA.
Have you had their sip of sunshine yet?
I have had that before, Mike, but it's been a bit.
I don't know why. I just don't like their cans.
You don't like the purple nurple?
Nah, all their cans are that way. They're like yellow, right? The sip of sunshine is yellow. Yeah, they're just like, I don't know. It's kind of a turn off for me. Because, you know, it's got to be pleasing to the eye for me to be like, yeah, let me get that.
Oh, that looks good. Let's try that.
Yeah, right? It's a plain, ugly-ass purple can. Yeah, that does look like a good color. I can smell that beer. Like, I can smell it from the screen. I'm doing an old-fashioned lager. So, old reliable.
What do you got going on tomorrow?
Golf.
There you go. Early?
Yep. 5 a.m. wake up call.
What are you, Kyle Kendrick, drinking the fucking old-fashioned?
Old-fashioned. Old reliable.
That's cool. Dave Vargo's going with you tomorrow, Sean?
Yeah, dude. First time he's played in 3 years.
Gary,
he just had he had back surgery too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Gary, are you going to be like on the show in the next couple of weeks, or you're not sure?
You know what, Sean? I got to play it by ear.
Okay. So there's a chance. Yeah.
So, like, I know what Gary means. You got to see how it goes, right? But I always wonder, what exactly does that statement mean? Play it by ear. Like, so I'm gonna play it.
What does play it by ear mean?
Right, and see what my ear says.
Yeah. Huh?
Like, what exactly does it mean?
Well, you know what it's from. I mean, it's you're trying, like, if you're playing it by ear, you're playing it, you're listening to it with a guitar, and you're not like you're listening to it and trying to play it.
Is that what it
no,
means?
Mike. I want to understand. I want to understand my pain tolerance after the surgery to be able to come on the show and enjoy my friend.
Who wants to play it by ear?
That's what I mean.
Right, absolutely, bro. And trust me, like I hear you. But the statement is just a statement. What does play it by ear mean?
Do you hear us because you're playing it by ear, or do you hear it just because you hear it?
Right.
I'll say this. Fuck you. We'll see how it goes.
What does "we'll see how it goes" mean?
See, but that doesn't fit, Mike. Because honestly, like, give me a legitimate definition of what "play it by ear" means.
I can't talk to you without seeing you, you fuck.
No, I mean, I think it makes sense to me because, like, if you're playing it by ear, you're not sure. Well, I don't know. You're not sure how to do it, but you're trying to figure it out just by listening or by.
I'll tell you this. I got 2 discs that are fucking bolts. I got
discs?
fucking pain down the. Yes, I got pain in the fucking hip and the ass, and then down the leg. I got numbness.
I was going to say there's 2 things that are bulging, but we know that there's another thing that's not bulging.
My fucking. You want me to explain my fucking play it by ear or not? You fucks.
You're waiting it.
Yeah, but you're explaining what's wrong with you, why you need surgery. Right? And,
I'm trying to explain to you why I'll play it by.
But hear me out. Like, we're all concerned you need the surgery. We get that.
No, you're not. No, you're
No,
not.
we
You're
are.
trying to make a
But
joke.
the statement alone,
But hear me
just the
out.
statement. What does play it by ear mean? Like, what does it
Hear me
mean?
out. What does hear me out mean?
All of a sudden, you're there.
Yeah, hear me out. What do you mean, hear me out? Think
What are you, the fucking Matrix? Tries the fucking Matrix.
Hear me out. Makes no sense.
What does nip it in the butt mean?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Nip it in the butt
say
means
no
you're going to
more.
nip it in the
How
butt
about
and
that?
end it.
We'll do that. We'll do that. How about that?
So that's what play it by ear means. Fuck you. Right? He's frozen.
Hold on. That's hysterical.
Somebody's got to screenshot it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it back on solo.
Put it back on. Come on.
Mark or Jay, someone.
I gotta get a picture. Hold on.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. It's still there.
Oh my god.
All right, here it comes, fellas.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. All right, he cut it out.
Now I just see you, Sean.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'll take it off. That is so funny. That is hysterical. Mark said he got.
Mark said he got it. That's awesome.
I got it.
That was great.
That's gonna end up a meme. That's gonna end up a meme.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Mark's gonna make a meme.
Yes.
Oh my god. All right.
He already sent it in the thread.
Before moving,
Mark, you already sent it?
No, I did.
Before we move on from the Phillies,
No, I just went back to Facebook. Oh no! So when you first went back to Facebook, all you seen was Gary.
he's back here. That was awesome.
Gary,
you
check
see
the
it?
thread. Check the thread, Gary.
That's awesome. That's great. So before we move on from the Phillies, Andrew Painter is getting Tommy John.
He had it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, he had Tommy John, successful, all that stuff. And of course, the whole thing is, well, why didn't they just do this ahead of time? Why didn't they just do this months ago? Why didn't
you knew it was heading this, like you wasted months and months.
Well, they started off
now
going,
you lost 2 years.
Soreness.
Yep.
It's just soreness. And then it was, because it was like what, beginning of May, he was supposed to be thrown, and when he wasn't, and you didn't hear any updates, you're like, all right, what's going on? Oh, no, he's gonna be reevaluated. And then a couple weeks go by, oh, he's gonna be reevaluated, and you're like, all right, now I'm starting to get a little concerned.
And then all of a sudden, no, he's through. Now it's looking good. He's throwing.
My only question is it something that like you couldn't do until it completely tore? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think it was a matter of how torn it was, and it got to the point where he said, I literally can't throw. Like this isn't getting any better. I got to do something. And I think they said, all right, enough.
I remember back in April, Mike and Ryan both. Why are you putting it off? If you need that surgery, have it now.
Just do it. Just do it.
Do it and get it over with.
But
here we are, top prospect. Is now
but hindsight's 20/20. You're not trading him because Shea Ohtani has been taken off the trade market. That's the only player
That's
I was
just like
trading
playing
for.
by ear.
They weren't getting him anyway.
No, they weren't. So when you get him back, he's still only 22 years old.
Yeah.
So
2 years from now, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm not worried about his age as much as it would have been nice to have him next year.
Yeah, it would have. It would have been nice to call him up in September this year.
Right. Well, it would have been if they had the Tommy John, he was out this year. It would have been nice to have him ready to go next year.
Right.
Like you were counting on him this year, you lost him this year. Sucks. All right, you get him back next year. But now you lost him for 2 years.
For 2 years. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's a bad. And again, The only thing, like, I don't know the ins and outs of this of the ligament, like the injury. Like, if it wasn't completely torn and you can't send them for Tommy John yet, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So outside of that, it's a bad move for the Phillies.
Yeah.
And it's the same
They
thing
played
they
it
did
by
with Sir
ear.
Anthony a couple of years ago.
Yeah, exactly. They played it by ear and it bit them in the ass.
They played it by ear and they fucked it all up.
Yep.
They fucked the song all up.
Oh man. No, isn't that the truth though? And it's a shame because he would have been probably your fifth starter. Although, you know, Sanchez has done a nice job taking over, and
Yeah, he's been a pleasant surprise.
look, he's 0-3. He's not an 0-3 pitcher. He's just not getting any run support.
No, he's been good. He's been good.
So he's been a good surprise. Yeah.
So we've been on the Phillies for a minute here, but I guess the last thing, trade deadline. Actually, they extended it. It was supposed to be on Monday, the 31st. They extended it to Tuesday.
It's Tuesday now. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we doing, man? We making a trade? We staying in pat?
I don't think they're making a move. I think if they make a move, it's going to be for like a middle reliever or something. I think that's all they do, and I don't think it's going to be anything earth shattering at this point.
Something like last year, Syndergaard, and maybe a guy that could turn into something.
I don't think it's even going to be that big.
No.
You think maybe they get like a defensive type outfielder?
I don't think they need that now.
So where are you going, Sean? Like with a move?
I don't think you need that now. You got Rojas.
You think Rojas is good enough to be a?
Yeah, you got Rojas. Dude, Rojas is so fast, man. He covers so much. Him and Marsh.
Where did he come from?
Our system. We drafted him.
Oh yeah? Yeah, but I didn't hear anything about him like coming up through the ranks.
He's what, the sixth prospect in our system, something like that.
Something, yeah.
Yeah. He and Marsh, I guess platooning. I have no problem with that at all.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm fine with Rojas being my fourth outfielder.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I don't think they need a defensive outfielder.
And who's playing center?
Marsh.
Rojas or Marsh, yeah.
And then
Castellanos is horrible.
Castellanos. Yeah, but Schwarber's DHing, right?
Right. When Schwarber's DHing, when Schwarber's DHing, you're going to platoon Rojas and Cave. If someone's got a hot bat, you leave them in.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I would like to upgrade from Cave. You know,
Yeah.
I don't. He's not someone that really moves the needle for me at all.
No.
But
No.
I don't think you're going to find that. I don't know.
What about a start pitch? I mean, the whole league needs pitching.
Well, there was a couple of relievers out there, and they just got traded to the Dodgers today. Those are two that the Phillies were.
The Rodriguez from Detroit.
Not Rodriguez. No. Shoot, begins with an L.
The Marlins just got David Robertson too.
Did they?
Yep. Yeah, he's been all right for the Mets. He's got a 2.5 ERA and he's got 15 saves.
Of course.
Yep.
Not a bad suck, at least.
I can't. Oh, Lance Lynn.
Oh wow. Fucking Dodgers, man. Rich get richer, man.
That was someone that was on the Phillies' radar, and that's why I'm thinking reliever, because if he was someone on the Phillies' radar, that means that's probably the direction they're looking at. I'll put it this way: I'll be pleasantly surprised if they end up making a splash in free agency.
Yeah, like I don't think there's the Guardians just got Noah Syndergaard.
Yeah,
he's unless Blake Snell becomes available, which I've heard some things about.
That would be awesome.
I'd trade Abel for him, honestly.
Wow. Isn't he older?
He's like 31, but he's on pace to win his second Cy Young. And honestly, with this team, Mike, like I understand you got to look to the future, but we got to get a ring, man.
Yeah, all right.
Man, that would be tough. Because you're basically
think about the future.
You're basically saying it's win now, or that's it, and you're trading.
But isn't that the situation they're in anyway?
Well, no, because I think because of Painter's situation, it makes Abel even that less
Tradable?
More untouchable, yeah.
Tradable, yeah. I think it makes it even tougher because one of your top prospects that goes down. I mean, yeah, you still have Crime Dog McGriff down there.
Rough. Let's take a bite out of crime.
Yeah, right. You hear this? You hear your brother Jackass saying that Crime Dog McGriff's going to beat Smokey the Bear in a fight?
Yes, I heard that, dude. I seen that show. And there's no way Crime Dog McGruff beats Smokey the Bear. But I love
when we brought up Spud McKenzie, and we're all like, "Well, Spud's pretty cool. Like, Spud might win."
Yeah, he'd still lose too. Well,
but McGruff's got a gun, Ryan.
It don't matter. You need like a fucking. It don't matter. He's got a fucking like a little shotgun. That's not killing a bear.
He doesn't. Why does he have a gun? He doesn't even have a gun.
He doesn't. He's wearing a trench coat.
Like a red rocket.
Like there ain't no. Well, nah.
Right.
You're wearing a trench coat where me and Gary come from. You got a gun.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He has a red rocket sticking out.
He's got a 357 under there.
Is that what he calls that?
The farmer and the den.
Smokey the Bear's. Smokey the Bear's.
Yeah, that Storm from Pittsburgh's here. She's scared.
Yeah.
She's scared.
Yeah, that's what she's afraid of.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what she's afraid of.
You asshole.
I work with retards.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Why did I?
It's okay. We'll all meet again in Space Small Spoon and search for more money.
I was talking about that movie last week when I was in Seattle, and I forget why.
State of Seattle.
Yeah, the state of Seattle. And I was talking about something. That was before the show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I was talking about something. I'm like, yeah, the best scene to me in that movie was in the TVs are behind him, and he's like. He's like trying to catch himself.
My favorite scene in that movie is when they're told to comb the desert. And they're combing the desert.
Oh, God, yeah.
And the two black guys got to pick. And they're like, we ain't found shit.
Put the visor up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't found shit. Should put that on our fucking soundboard.
Yeah, we ain't found shit. Yeah. So, all right, let's move on here.
Yeah, we'll do. I get while you were drunk.
There you go.
Yeah, while you were drunk. Oh yeah. So I want to tell you about speaking of Seattle. Cool city, Mike. It's like San Fran but bigger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of San Fran a lot. They got the waterfront, and they kind of got their own little pier stuff going on.
Wow, Seattle's a bigger city than San Francisco.
San Fran's small.
San Fran's small.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Seattle's like San Fran. It's more moist.
Actually, it is. It was perfect when we were there, though. Apparently, June, July, August, it's pretty much dry, but it's like low 80s, no humidity. It was perfect weather.
Nice.
Was it really?
But we went to see, Kurt Cobain's house and his memorial bench, and that's right next to his house, literally in a park. And that was surreal. And for those who follow me on Facebook, you know the story, and you guys know, but I got to tell it anyway. So his house is on a winding road in a neighborhood, kind of big houses, like Victorian style houses. Like his house was probably worth, easily a couple million.
Yeah, the name of the road is Brain Batter Lane.
No. It was it actually oversees it's kind of like almost on the edge of a cliff almost, and it overlooks Lake Washington. And so it wasn't a mansion, but it was a big house. So the third story you could probably oversee the lake. But anyway, so we can't get an Uber on that street. Is he pissing?
He's pissing, yeah.
Yes.
I'm pausing. Jesus Christ, that's fucking terrible. Oh my God.
What a dick.
That's terrible.
Did you hear him giggle?
Yeah.
He's probably dying right now. He's muted. He doesn't even know. So I'm like, all right, we got to take an Uber back to the city. Like, even though it was technically the city, it was away from where we wanted to go. So like, we can't call an Uber here. We're on a kind of a 1-lane road, a winding road. Let's go down here. So, oh yeah, there's a loop down there. There's a little park and stuff down there. And Mark said, don't forget to put the seat down, Ryan. So we're like, all right, let's go down here. So we go down, we start walking towards the lake. And as we're kind of heading down, this neighbor comes out. She goes,
You're sick.
This neighbor comes out and she goes, there's naked people down there. We're like, what? Yeah, there's naked people down there. We're like, oh, okay. Like, I'm thinking there's crazy people, like lunatics down there. No, there's literally people just walking around like nothing, and shit's just hanging out. And you're like, oh my god.
Bunch of floppy wieners.
There was an older
Sean,
guy.
did you see a penis?
You did. You seen a bunch of them, didn't you?
Two.
Sean,
saggy titties. And
he compared.
What's that?
Did you see cock, Sean?
Yeah, I couldn't even.
We might need to call the show Floppy Wieners.
Floppy Wieners. So this older guy's putting like a walker in the back of his car, and he looks and goes, "Oh, you guys around to see the house?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I have an adult daughter who has mobility issues, and she wanted to see some fresh air, so we brought her here. We brought it down here, and how's that? Good?
He had a small one.
How's that? How's that, Ryan? Dude, that's so weird. That's so fucking weird looking.
That's a Parsippany penis.
This is only good for the people who are watching us live. That's it. Hey, Ryan, put yours on that side. Oh yeah, I gotta go this way.
Oh jeez,
No, guys, do it again, Sean. Do it.
Anyway, so the guy's like, "Look, I have an adult daughter, has mobility issues." He's like, she wanted some air, and I didn't know this either. He's like, it's a nudist park. And we're like, yeah, we figured that out pretty quick.
That's an easy piece.
Uber driver pulls up. He goes, looks like you guys aren't having much fun here. Get in. So
you know what would have been cool if it was the same Uber driver from the Guns N' Roses concert.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been cool.
You again? But
if that guy's daughter fell in the gravel and grabbed her ankles, he's not mobile.
Check out my gravel pit.
So I signed up. My wife had a
fucking Wu-Tang
conference. So I was like, what am I going to do for 5 hours? Well, I know what to do. I'm going to go
True
find a
meaning
bar.
of gravel titties.
Here we go, drink.
Of course.
Yeah. Yep. And we had a dinner that night. And
I'm gonna go drink, and I'm gonna text Mark, Gary, and Sean like Mark and Gary and Ryan like a million times.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
Exactly. Was it that bad? Was I texting you guys that much?
It was a lot, but I mean, it's cool. You had a good time.
I don't remember half of them. So,
no, you probably don't, dude. Like, you were giving us a play-by-play at the bar.
Oh, geez. Well, okay, so I know the guy gave us. So all right. This is what happened. This is why I got banged up. So what happened was.
See what had happened.
They had a board set up with engravings above the bar, and I'm like, how do these people get their names? And the one was like, oh shit, what was the last name on there? Anyway, I forget. There was one. It was funny as hell. Oh, it was Suck My Dicka. Suck My Dicka. I'm like, how do these people get their names up there? Oh, they did all these drinks on this sheet. So I'm like, I'm looking at 25 drinks. I'm like, I could do that. So I start doing some of them, And he's like, yeah, just so you know, the couple on the bottom are like $75 a shot. I said, I might as well just stop now because I ain't fucking paying $75 a shot. Meanwhile, at that point, he goes, dude, you already had like 7 of them at this point. Like, so then he gives me, I didn't ask for a glass of water. He just gave me one. He goes, you're going to need that. Like, he's like, I know what I gave you. And some of those are high percentage. Like, you're going to need that.
Oh my God.
I'm like, okay. So then I ended up meeting that dude from Texas who says he hates the Cowboys. So I took a video with him. I don't know how the fuck.
Like just some dude.
Yeah, some random dude. And so then this other guy came up. He's a Star Wars fan. I don't know. This is when it started getting cloudy for me. So then we walked to the dinner, and apparently, like on the way to the dinner, I stopped at things and took pictures with things that I don't remember. Had dinner, spilled water all over the director of the conference, all over him.
Oh, it was at least water. It wasn't beer.
Oh,
no, it was water.
It wasn't even beer.
It was water. Yeah, it was water.
Oh,
And apparently, I was very loud. It wasn't my water either because I wasn't drinking water. I was drinking more beer.
Of course you are.
They all left. Everyone left. I said, I would like one more, please. And my Quinn's like, what the fuck? So they gave me another beer. Everyone left. I had another beer, finished it. I don't remember to walk home. There's pictures on my phone. I'm like, what is this from? I'm like, oh my God. She's like, oh yeah, this is from last night. I'm like, I don't remember. She's like, yeah, you were pretty bad. That next day, I can't remember the last time I heard that bad. It was a long time. Dude, I was fucking hurting. So we went for like breakfast. And I tried to eat, and I felt a little bit better and kind of struggled through the day. But anyway, people in our conference were like, so your hubby, how's he doing today? And she's like, he's hurting, but he's managing. He's like, he's a happy drunk. Like, all right, I'm glad to hear that. But anyway, I just want to pretty much.
Was she mad at you, dude?
No. She was a little mortified when the water. Yeah, she was a little mortified. But what about like she knew? She's like, what else he's gonna do all day? Like
you're on vacation. Like she's at a conference. What are you gonna do?
Yes.
Go drink at 10:30 in the morning.
Right. Like I'd have done the same thing. Like this is your fault. Straight up, this is your fault for bringing me here, going on a conference for 5 hours, and just leaving me.
Yeah, I like beer.
I was going to do.
I like beer.
You can't leave me unattended.
Right. What you think I was going to do? No kids. I'm in fucking Seattle. I'm going to get hammered.
The best line of the week, though, when I texted you guys, I said, I think I have a drinking problem. And no one said anything. And Ryan goes, just wait until after Metallica, then we'll deal with it. And I went, oh, so he admits it too.
Straight up.
He's like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, okay. As long as I get my kicks next week,
Straight up.
Then we can deal with your problem.
If you need rehab, go on the 11th, not the 4th.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's okay if you need a meeting, Sean.
Right.
Not this week.
Not this week. Let us have fun first, and then go.
Right, they're booked this week. Look into it next week.
Oh man, Polsky, I remember that text.
Yeah, I just got fucking 3 bags of fresh worms. There's no way. Wait till next week.
Oh man, Jesus Christ. Anyway,
what are you going fishing, Ryan?
Yeah, we're going fishing. Yeah.
What do you got? A bunch of bag of worms? What are you going fishing?
Yeah, I'm a fisherman.
So we saw Jimi Hendrix's memorial, and we went to the Museum of Pop Culture, which is awesome. They had a Nirvana exhibit, which was pretty cool. Jimi Hendrix stuff, Stevie Ray Vaughan. You got to go play instruments and stuff. It was a pretty cool time, man. But I'm gonna say like it was cool to visit. But I don't know if I go back. Like the stadium is beautiful. We went to the Mariners game. Great stadium. I don't know if I go back. Like it was cool, but I'm glad I saw it, and I think I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, it's a bucket list because it's just the scene of the music that defines.
It's a cool city. It's
most of our generation.
Yeah. A lot of
gotta go back to see the Kraken.
We went to this one. We went to this crazy restaurant. It was actually a Jewish Chinese restaurant. It was called Susu Me.
Susu Me. Thank you.
A Jewish Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, it was called Susu Me.
So they were overcharging you and saying thank you.
I'm kidding. Part isn't true at all. It wasn't a Jewish fucking Chinese restaurant.
So what is it about?
They were overcharging you and stealing your cat.
Yeah.
So is it like it was just something that like one and done? Like there was nothing more to see. There's nothing really worthwhile to. Would you go back to San Fran?
Oh my God, Mark. Oh yeah, I'll go back to San Fran in a heartbeat. Yeah.
No.
Oh no. Do you remember? All right, I gotta tell this one. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Dude.
that's the other thing about Seattle. They are the whitest black people I have ever seen. This bartender,
bunch of Uncle Toms.
Dude, I'm not gonna say that. Come on. He had.
You said it,
bro. I didn't. You said Uncle Tom.
Well, that's what you were insinuating.
Let's not say it again and move on and tell the story.
Fuck. He had the whitest white man accent. Pardon me, sir. Would you like another beer? Would you like hey, you never? And he turns around to his buddy and goes, "Did you see that one
about a slice of watermelon?"
Dude, you're about to get fucking kicked off the show. You
What the fuck?
Would you like it without seeds?
So he was more like the Dave Chappelle moderator at the racial fair.
He was like Chuck Taylor.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, this is Chuck Taylor with the news. He's like,
yeah, remember that episode?
Would you like another IPA? It's a high percentage one. It's come from the Lake Titicaca.
What a
that episode, the racial draft, that episode. When the blacks tried to trade for Eminem. And Dave Chappelle is a white dude. Chucked it now.
Just
Hold
wait
on a goddamn minute.
You wait a goddamn minute. That wasn't part of the deal.
I find that offensive.
Yeah, the blacks traded OJ to the whites.
We the black delegation. We select Tiger Woods. And he goes, I always wanted to say this. For shizzle.
That's not funny.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway.
It's just because you didn't watch Chappelle.
One
of the many things I told you, bro. Check this out.
Gary,
I don't find any humor in it.
Gary,
What,
you
the
would find a ton of humor in the Chappelle Show. There's no doubt in my mind, Gary.
Nope. You would, bro.
I see the episode where she has thick holes in her underwear.
Yeah, what happened?
Remember the episode when they were playing the craps game out back, and Ashy Larry.
Yeah.
You know, his wife thought he was putting the trash out, and he came to the craps game.
Yeah.
And then you had he was a pimp. He was a pimp. Dave Chappelle was playing a pimp.
Yeah, he was a pimp. He was wearing the purple pimp outfit.
Yeah, and he had Leon Washington.
Yeah, Leon Washington.
And he had a cigarette in his mouth, and
he's got the handlebar mustache.
Better check your tone the way you're talking to me, son. And then Charlie Murphy robbed it.
Yeah, I was going to say they got robbed. The craps game got robbed in the back alley. Man, what am I going to tell my wife now?
Fucking Ashy Larry. He's all
Larry.
ashy.
Why is he ashy? The skin's all ashy. Dude, he does this. He claps us.
Yeah, he does LeBron, and he becomes all ashy.
She's hilarious. Dude, the fucking bitch show.
All right. Moving on.
This show was so ahead of its time. It was just
fucking Ashy Larry.
We were players hating ball. Look. Hate. Your mama's so ugly. I let the bull out for her.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
Hate. All right.
Moving on.
That fucking show was 2 seasons.
Yeah. All right. While you were drunk, we got some good stuff on here. Do you think the show's off the rails now? Oh my god.
I am not drunk, man. You're trying to make me drunk.
I'm getting there.
You may have missed.
Do you think a 6-pack is acceptable?
Good thing I got another slushy.
How many of them you in, Ryan?
I'm 2. I got another one left. I'm drunk. Fucking right.
So I'm going to add this one here. Monday, the Kelly Green jerseys will be unveiled by the Philadelphia Eagles. So
they will.
Yes. Monday.
I love it.
Don't we already know what they look like though? Like I don't understand this.
Of course. But you know,
What do you mean you don't understand?
Are they?
We already know what they look like.
Are they the real Kelly Greens? Or are they the fake Kelly Greens they unveiled in 2010? Remember the ones that they wore in 2010? No, they're the real ones.
They better be the real ones.
They're the real throwbacks.
Why? What are you gonna do if they ain't, Ryan?
I'm gonna fucking play by ear, see how I feel.
Play it by ear.
You ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna get a pussy fucking slushie and sit down next to your dog. That's all you're gonna do.
Slushy slushy. I'd like to see you fucking go toe to toe to me with these slushies and see if you could drink 5 of them.
Yeah, I doubt it. Gary ain't saying shit.
Bring it on. We'll play it by ear. Bring it on. We'll play it by ear.
So start off while we're drunk. Also,
fucking
CJ Garner Johnson. CJ Garner Johnson leaves Philadelphia. Tries to make a deal to stay with the Eagles. Things don't work out. He tried to I think he overplayed his hand. He overplayed his value. He ends up leaving for Detroit. You know, he wanted so bad to stay here. Oh yeah, and the fans are supporting him and all this stuff. He leaves and then trashes us. So this week he was on
the organization too.
Yeah, I just, dude. So
I'm glad he's going. Seriously,
like he went off and basically said, you know, I hate Philadelphia. What do you hate about Philadelphia the most? And he said those fans, they're fucking obnoxious.
He's been in the league. He's been in the league for 5 years. He's on his third team. He's on his third team.
What does that tell you?
Right. I'm glad he's going. He's just got character issues that can't be changed, and this locker room's so strong. The will alone of this locker room is going to make Reed Blankenship a decent player.
I like Blankenship. Now, and don't forget, they also signed a couple safeties. So I don't know if Blankenship's going to be a starting safety, but we'll see about that. It looks like they're going to try to resume this game. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to resume the Phillies game. That they're just
Chauncey Gardner Johnson. Like his mom should have left him on the bed. It should have been on her instead of in her.
He did help. Yeah. He did help him get to the Super Bowl. Let's not forget.
He did. Mike. He's got the potential to be one of the greats. He's just got the wrong attitude.
Yep.
Yeah, like you said, there's a reason why he's on his third different team, man. But you know, whatever. I guess we're obnoxious. Okay, that's cool. Guess what? Detroit sucks, and they've sucked for so long, and
and the Eagles are still competing for the Super Bowl. So
we're obnoxious. Your mom's a whore. Move on.
Well, except for the fact that now he's hurt. That's what you're trying to get at.
Yeah, Josh. CJ Gardner Johnson got hurt on Wednesday, the day after those comments were made, or 2 days, whatever it was, the next day or 2 days or something. Afterwards, he ended up getting hurt.
It was a day off.
That was the next day. The next day. Yeah. But apparently it's not serious. So.
No, it's not serious now.
No, but of course, the obnoxious fans had to go on X and tweet at him, say, "Hey, this is what you fucking get." I'm like, now you're proving his point, you fucking idiots.
Right.
Like, goodwill, or karma's a bitch, or something, something. I don't know. But
right. Any Philly fan should have just went on there and said, "Good luck."
Yeah, this is what you get. This is what you get for talking about us. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what he was looking for. Josh Harris, the one of the partner owners of the 76ers, has officially bought the Commanders. Officially with Magic Johnson, right?
Yeah, but Josh Harris has the majority
of the Commanders.
Yeah.
And a brewing company in Washington, D.C. area, Old Ox Brewing, came out with a beer immediately called By Dan for Daniel Snyder.
That's awesome.
Yeah. By Dan.
Dude, he might be the worst owner in the history of sports.
That's actually
yeah.
Norman
Brayman?
Yeah, he was bad, but he didn't.
At least we have to change our team name. We just lost Gary. At least we have to change our team name and fucking changed twice, And then all the sexual allegations, dude. You might be right. He might be the worst.
And for the most part, the Eagles competed with Norman Bremen. Washington's been terrible.
Yeah, they've been pretty bad.
Terrible.
The Steve Spurrier years, the fucking
Their best years with him were probably the Mark Brunell years.
Yeah, and then bringing back Joe Gibbs. Remember Joe Gibbs again? Yeah, that was pretty bad. Has he gone?
They screwed up RG3.
I don't know dude. I say to this day, that playoff game when RG3 got hurt, if I'm Daniel Snyder, I'm going down to the field and I'm firing Mike Shanahan on the spot.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off my field.
Yeah.
And at halftime of that playoff game, I'm firing him. Get off my field.
I always hated Mike Shanahan, and I fucking hate his son.
Good coach, though.
Right to run, Gary. Did he fucking leave? I swear to God. He does this every fucking week. I'm telling you, he cut out. He cuts out right around this time. Oh, I gotta get a ride home, and he leaves. I'm like, dude, we do the show until 10:30. Oh, I gotta go. Bronny James, LeBron's son, was at USC and suffered cardiac arrest. Had to be rushed to hospital. Was in ICU. Oh,
yeah, that's crazy.
Coming back. Hold on. He's coming back. You back?
There you go.
You all right, Gary? I hear you breathing.
You hear us, bro?
So Bronny James goes into cardiac arrest. He's okay. I think he was released from the hospital, if I'm not mistaken. LeBron James thanks the fans for the support. I gotta be honest, that's a shame. What's he, 17 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad to see that.
Is he only 17 and he's in?
No, he's 19. He's 19.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, the kid apparently is pretty good at basketball, and he might not ever play again. That's
Gary's intently listening to us.
Another screenshot.
What are you trying to say? I gotta get an Uber. Aren't you, Gary? Aren't you home?
Gary, where you at?
That's fucked up.
It's funny as shit. Wanted to bring this up. So Michael Keaton is Batman. Indiana Jones is in the theaters. Barbie's in the theaters. And Jimmy Graham got resigned to the Saints.
Oh, he got Jimmy Graham still playing?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
What year is it?
Dead.
You thought he was dead.
That was Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, sorry.
Still hanging around.
Dude, what? Like, how is he still even in the league? I didn't know he was still playing.
Oh.
I thought he was done.
So did I.
What was it, like 2-3 years ago? It was like 2-3 years ago that Gary hates basketball. We're not even talking about basketball.
As soon as he talks about Bronny James, Gary's like, out. That's funny.
That's good.
There he is.
There he is. He's back.
Was it?
No.
He's back.
There you go.
There he is.
Told you, man. The internet here is fucking spotty.
That's all right. We have fun at your expense.
Of course,
we got
you
another
did.
picture. We got another picture, bro.
Yep.
Thanks for love. I appreciate it.
Love you, man. That's why I sent the pictures.
No, you don't love me.
You don't
love me. No, you don't.
Poor you. I matter. Gosh darn it, people like me.
Somebody's got to look it up. When was the last time Jimmy Graham played? Was it with Green Bay? Like 3 years ago?
So, dude, even from the jump, though, he had what, 2 real good years in New Orleans? and then he was all of a sudden regarded as one of the best tight ends ever.
Yeah, he had a really good year that year.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Who?
But
Jeremy Shockey?
No.
Mine as well be at this point.
Yeah.
Jimmy Graham, yeah.
But he had 2 real good years, and then he's all of a sudden, he's the best tight end. Oh my god!
I thought it was closer to 4, but
speaking of tight end,
you know that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you still need a stepladder to fuck it in the ass.
That's not funny no more. That's not funny.
I think it is.
Why is that not funny?
That's not funny.
Yeah, why is that not funny?
It's stupid.
Why is it stupid?
It was funny in the beginning of the show.
Nah, so was played by ear.
Good morning. Mike's holding his. Damn, Ryan, you drank that whole.
That's cool. I got another one.
Now that's funny.
So Jacoby, while you were drunk, Jacoby Shaddix came out this week and said that Papa Roach is the next Metallica.
Who?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Papa Roach is the next.
Yep.
Jacoby Shaddix.
Yeah, he said it. He said bands like Korn and Papa Roach were like the next generation's Metallica.
Yep.
Not even close.
Nope.
Like that's.
I'm trying to
I'm
think.
insulted. I'm insulted by that statement.
I'm trying to think when Papa Roach played to 1 million people in Russia, or can sell at a stadium.
I'm trying to think when Papa Roach played on fucking Antarctica.
I'm trying to think when Papa Roach played in front of a pavilion, the fucking Tweeter Center in Camden, an amphitheater, and sold out an amphitheater by themselves.
Right.
When did they ever do that? They came and sold an amphitheater.
I'm trying to think when Papa Roach
could they sell at a small theater, a 2,000 seat theater? Yeah, they probably Tower Theater or something like that. Yeah, I could see that. Dude,
I'm trying to think when Papa Roach can sell out football stadiums consistently for 20 years.
They're they're such a lame pop rock type band.
I tear my heart open.
Yeah. So like I kind of started having this conversation earlier in the week with Sean about Seven Dust. So like Seven Dust put out a new album. I didn't listen to it yet, but the first 3 songs I'm like, like they haven't done a seriously good album in 10 years. So, and then when you get into social media conversations, I know how social media is. I don't engage the way I used to, but when you do engage, and then you hear these dudes come out and say certain albums are this band's best album, like there was someone that told me they feel Seven Dust that All I See Is War is their best album.
Ryan, Mark needs this. He said he needed that before he. We lost Gary again. Jesus.
So, like I feel bad for people that think like a band like Papa Roach is one of the best bands ever. Like you have no idea. You haven't
lived what.
Yeah, I guess the younger
but that's
generation doesn't get it.
Right, but at the same time, music is so subjective to where everybody interprets songs differently and bands differently. So, like, I don't know. I can't help, like I said, but feel bad for people that think Papa Roach is one of the best bands ever.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't get it, but. No. All right, so we had two celebrity deaths this week. The first one was Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett was I forget how old he was now. 90-something.
96.
Is that what he was? 96 years old.
96.
And actually, like not that long ago, did an album with Lady Gaga. And what are we watching?
Watching Gary's daughter comb her hair.
Wild shit going on.
Yeah, and ended up like hitting Billboard top hits again with Lady Gaga doing a show or doing an album with her, and all that stuff. So Tony Bennett had a long.
Devin, go away.
Tony had a long and storied career, and it's pretty awesome that he was able to do that. And it's just a shame, but he lived a life, man. He lived a long life, so good for him.
96, yeah.
Oh man, this I fucking hate. I fucking hate doing virtual, and it's always Gary.
What happened?
Devin came in and fucking. Oh my god, I had to mute his mic. He's yelling at her, and now Mike froze up. So there's that.
I'm back now. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I got to tell you, man. Like the way this is working for me personally right now, like
it's not bad.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah,
not at all. I'm using Angie's laptop tonight. I used mine last time, and last time it was shitty.
Yeah.
But nothing compares. Nothing compares to this.
No, and of course the other death this week was just the other day. Sinead O'Connor, 56 years old.
She lasted a while with cancer.
Yeah, it's a death of a really good fucking haircut.
Dude, that was good, Mike. That might have been one of Mike's best fucking jokes ever.
Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want.
Didn't she like shave her head? Right?
Why did she do it?
On purpose, I thought. She kept it short on purpose. Yeah. She lasted a long time with cancer. 30 fucking years.
Because she's a pig. She's a fucking pig.
A bald dead pig.
No, I love you too.
She had
I will say cyanide.
I will
cyanide Connor.
I will give her
cyanide living dead inside.
You're just the funeral I've been waiting for. She did
her haircut looks like a ball bag after fucking cancer treatment.
What did I say?
Pig.
What did I call her? Potato.
Try your best work, bro.
Cyanide.
Cyanide. Cyanide. Living dead inside.
Is that going to be the name of the show? Cyanide?
Cyanide.
Just the funeral I've been waiting for.
I will say though, she risked a lot, man. Because like she was getting SNL gigs and all, and then she did that thing with the picture of Pope John, ripped it in half, and then got fucking like basically alienated, booed and shit off the stage, and she basically like really put a lot on the line from doing that. Turns out she was right. And basically, I forget what she said when she did it, but she ripped it. And then it turns out, like, Pope John II came out and was like, apologizing for molesting kids. It was like, so she was fucking right. That's kind of the fucked up part about the whole thing.
Yeah, man, it's uncomparable.
Nothing compares to that.
No, nothing.
No, she, but all joking aside, and NFL divisions next. No, her 17-year-old son had apparently died last year. So who knows? I don't know the cause of death or anything, but I have a bad feeling it's probably self-inflicted.
Yeah,
that's just my thing. So
my suicidal dreams, yeah, suicidal dreams.
Are we gonna do that tomorrow? We're gonna do that again. We're gonna do more of a fucking
yes. Yes.
No, it's a good song, but straight up, dude, it's a sad story, man.
She was
really
jealous
is.
of her son.
Oh my God! Fuck you! Boom!
You ain't taking the fucking spotlight.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
She said
her
nothing
song's
ain't
still playing.
compared.
Her song's still playing in the background.
Her song that Prince wrote.
You're my son and I love you, but nothing compares to you.
Bang!
Jealous of her son.
She was jealous of her son.
This is her only good song. It's the only thing that she's ever done.
It's the only song I know by her.
You fucking goddamn fucker.
In
Sean,
Ireland, somebody's
did
got
say
to.
that we were going to serenade her the way that.
That fucking horse.
Jay said, "I knew where this is going."
Serenade.
Start again.
Serenade Jade.
I can't. I'm in the other screen because it's time
What the fuck?
for the NFL division
Yeah,
preview.
Sean had enough. That's the end of that.
No more serenade Jade.
Look at Sean. It's like, yeah. All right.
The freeze frame is almost as funny as Gary's freeze frame earlier. When that horse. All right, so let's go. AFC North. We're going to start with that. Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are probably the most projected fourth-place team in all of football.
Really?
Their defense, was middle of the pack despite having T.J. Watt. Biggest concerns, though, are the offense. Kenny Pickett basically had training wheels on him. Only had 2,400 yards and 10 total touchdowns. 9 picks. Played 13 games. Najee Harris had just over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, but only averaged 3.8 yards a carry. The Steelers have been impressed with Pickett's commitment to growth, though, this offseason. So we'll see what happens. They added Allen Robinson to the team, linebacker Cole Holcomb, and rookie corner Joey Porter Jr. If you're a Steelers fan, you know Joey Porter pretty well. He, of course, was the son of Joey Porter, a great Steelers linebacker. So that's the Steelers. Cleveland Browns. The Browns' future is hinging heavily on Deshaun Watson. Let's be honest, it comes down to Deshaun Watson. If Watson can play, he did struggle last year. I think everyone kind of expected him to.
Yeah.
He didn't have a full season.
No,
he had
so
no training camp.
Comes down to him. They still finished 7-10. Nick Chubb is a great running back.
They still Hyde. We're not Hyde. Who's their backup?
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
He's a free agent. He's still a free agent.
Yeah, I think he's out there.
Wow.
Still have Myles Garrett. He had 16 sacks last year, Myles Garrett. So, defensive front is good. The potential is there. If Watson can be good, we'll see. They, of course, they have Amari Cooper, Kevin Njoku, Chubb. So we'll see what happens there.
That's funny. There's a lot of talent on that team.
There always is.
Yep.
Baltimore Ravens. Ravens, of course, had to re-sign Lamar Jackson to a big deal, $260 million. He's going to be teamed up with Beckham and Zay Flowers, rookie Zay Flowers. Of course, they made a trade last year for Roquan Smith from the Bears. So now he gets a full season with the Ravens. John Harbaugh's still there, which is crazy. But, this is a division I think it's up for grabs.
You think?
I
don't think it is.
I think it's between 3 teams.
No, I don't think it's up for grabs at all.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see what you guys think. Because Cincinnati is the last team, of course, and they, of course, went to the AFC Championship game. Joe Burrow got a little banged up yesterday, calf injury. He's gonna be out for a few weeks. A lot of people are picking him as darlings, maybe to represent the AFC this year.
You don't think that it's possible that Burrow kind of not like faked it, but is kind of almost embellished?
I don't know, man. He's missing a few weeks. Like, it's not like he's missing. He's not his day to day. He's missing a few weeks. Like,
no, and I don't think he's embellishing. Like, he was willing to wait for the contract because he's going to be the highest paid one.
Right.
He probably should be.
So to go with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd, they added Irv Smith from the Vikings last year. I don't know. I mean, they add They add Miles Murphy for the pass rush. So AFC North, what do you guys thinking there?
So I got I got Cincinnati winning the division. I think they win 12, 13 games. I think
Easily.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh finishes second and gets a wild card. I'm not sold on that. I think Odell Beckham's done. I think Lamar Jackson is overrated. I don't think Baltimore makes the playoffs. And I think Cleveland finishes last in this division. And my bold prediction for the division is if Pittsburgh flounders again, they fire Mike Tomlin.
I can see that.
I like Cincinnati here as the overall favorite in this division. Now, me personally, if you got Watson, he's able to be a performance and he's able to succeed. I like them number 2. I like Cleveland number 2 with Watson. And then the rest of the division is just.
So you think Pittsburgh and Baltimore finish 3rd and 4th, like either way?
Yes.
Wow.
Like, because Pittsburgh don't have nothing. Like Pickett, he ain't.
You don't know. I didn't like what I saw out of him last year.
No, me neither.
Well, you haven't finished.
I do. But I think Pittsburgh can compete for a playoff spot with their quarterback not being great.
Yeah, I don't see Pittsburgh competing. I guess I'll go and then Mike. I don't see Pittsburgh competing with the likes of Cincinnati, Baltimore, or even Cleveland at this point. As far as finishing the top, I think it's going to be an arms race, and the offense of Cincinnati is so strong. I will say it's Cincinnati. It's not going to be by much. I think Baltimore's right on their heels, and I think Cleveland will be like a 9 or 10 win team too. I think they're going to be. They won 7 games last year without Deshaun Watson for most of the year. So, and I think Pittsburgh wins maybe 4 games, 5 games.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I think they're going to be pretty bad again this year. Mike.
Yeah, so I'm kind of with you, Sean. Cincinnati wins. I think it's Baltimore second by like 2 games. I think it's close, and then Cincinnati pulls away. I think the Browns are going to Brown. I love the show.
Yeah.
Well, I love him as a player, but he's a lot of years removed.
He said the Browns are going to Brown.
All right, he froze. So what's your bold prediction for the division?
Yeah, so mine's I got. Hold on, I still can do it. Cincy, Baltimore. I got Pittsburgh beating out the Browns. Pittsburgh somewhere around.
And these are these are NFL. Oh, there he goes.
7. I'm going to say Pittsburgh wins 7 and the Browns win 6.
Mike's eyes look like he just snorted a gagger.
Your bold prediction for the division, Mike.
All right, I got Browns. Oh, bold prediction. Bold prediction is that the Browns, Watson struggles.
How about yours, Sean?
I'm going to say that mine. I'm going to say that Najee Harris disappoints. Despite the fact that, he had a down year last year. A down year was just over 1,000 yards. But I think he's, I don't know. I'm just not sold on him. And I think everyone's thinking he's going to bounce back big time. I'm not seeing it. I don't know. I think he's going to be right around the same range, maybe a little less this year. Of course, barren injury. I'm taking that out of the equation. I don't know. There's something about it. I'm not feeling him this year.
Garrett, bold prediction for the NFC North.
I like Cincinnati here. Cincinnati takes it by far. And you got Cleveland with Deshaun Watson making a statement throughout the season that he's still legit. And I think it's between Cincinnati and Cleveland through this season.
Cleveland, wow.
Ryan, what was yours?
That if
Lamar
Pittsburgh
Jackson ain't
flounders-
nothing.
That if Pittsburgh flounders again, Mike Tomlin gets fired.
Pittsburgh just crap.
Yeah, but I mean, is it Tomlinson's fault if Pittsburgh sucks?
No, that's probably not. But I mean, he's been there for 15 years.
But the coach is the one that's going to get blamed.
Right. I mean,
it's the way it
they
is.
They haven't been really relevant in 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right.
The 1 year they started out undefeated, but anyway, moving on. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it wasn't that long ago. It was 3 years ago.
that was a COVID year. Yeah.
It was 12-0 or something. They started off. But everyone,
Washington beat.
Everyone kind of saw that from a mile away. They're like something because they were barely winning games and stuff.
Yep,
They looked great. All right, AFC East, the New England Patriots. So they brought back Bill O'Brien as an offensive coach. Mac Jones has been kind of, I'm not really sold on him, but he's sort of quarterback. They lost a couple running backs. They still have Stevenson, obviously, as their lead back, but a couple of the depth guys are gone. Their defense was really good last year. Eighth in yards per game and 11th points per game, and had the third most sacks per game. So it's pretty good defense there. They were 7-0 last year in games where its opponent scored 20 points or lower, but 1-9 in games where the defense surrendered at least 20 points. So, obviously that I think that falls on the offense more than the defense. If you're giving up 20, so that means that actually that's kind of crazy that they gave up 20 points or more 10 games last year.
Who is this? I'm sorry. What team is this?
Patriots.
Yeah,
that's not great.
No,
that's not great. But they had 7 games where 20 points or less, and apparently they really didn't score many points at all because they were fat that they were able to get in the 11th points per game category. Anyway,
overall, they play good defense.
Yeah, they're a good defensive team. So that's the Patriots. Miami, breaking news. Jalen Ramsey is going to be out until December. He has to get leg surgery, so he'll be out for a while. So they're losing him. But anyway, early 2022 was huge. Obviously, Tua was really good for the Dolphins last year to start off the season. And then he got banged up. And I got to be honest, he's one hit away from his career ending. So
I'm out.
Yeah, they finished 9-8 last year, despite the fact that Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle combined for over 3,000 yards last year and 15 touchdowns. That's insane. Defense picked up Bradley Chubb. Obviously, we talked about Jalen Ramsey and then Xavier Howard at corner. But that's December by the time those guys are going to pair up. They basically need Tua to stay healthy, in my opinion. Mike White is the backup, by the way. The Jets, of course, are, the national media is all over them because they got Aaron Rodgers. They gave up the 4th fewest points and yards per game in the league last year, especially because of the play of Sauce Gardner, the rookie last year, which was highly impressive. They were 7-10 though, and it was mostly because of their offense. Breece Hall had a superb start of the season last year. He ends up going down on an ACL. He's back. Garrett Wilson had a great year for them last year as a rookie. Now he's paired up with Aaron Rodgers to go along with Randall Cobb and whoever else they signed.
They had Zach Wilson and Mike White as their quarterbacks last year.
Yeah. So that's going to be an interesting situation there for the Jets. You're definitely seeing a offense.
The Jets are going to jet.
Well, and at least Buffalo, the final team in the AFC East. They were 13-3 last year, won a division.
13-4.
This is 13-3. This is 13-3. No, they were 13-3.
13-3-1.
Oh, they didn't play they're right. They didn't play that
right.
game. That's right.
Because it is
Damar Hamlin.
Josh Allen, of course, quarterback for Buffalo. 42 touchdowns last year, passed for over 5,000 yards. Third in MVP vote and behind.
Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes.
He's tied with Burrow and Mahomes for the best MVP odds, though, which means that Hurts isn't even favored for MVP this year.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's all right. They lost Tremaine Edmonds, which is huge for them. He went to the Bears. But they got Von Miller back. They re-signed him. Dalton Kincaid, they drafted him tight end. So, they boosted their offense a little bit. So that's your AFC East. So, yeah, why don't we do our predictions and bowl prediction then?
All right. I don't know if you guys are going to like it, but I ain't going to lie. I got Aaron Rodgers recapturing some magic and the Jets winning this division. I'm going to go with the Bills. Number 2. Obviously get a wild card. The Dolphins, I'm not sold on Tua. I think they're going to score points, but when push comes to shove, I don't think they're going to win enough games.
It's going to be like last year for them.
Yeah. And then I'm going to call the Patriots last in this division. And I think Mac Jones is terrible. They're going to play good defense, but they're going to lose a lot of games because they can't move the ball offensively.
Yep.
And I hate to go with the same thing, but I think it's over. Bold prediction, Bill Belichick gets fired at the end of the year.
Wow. My bold prediction.
I don't think he gets fired, Ryan. My prediction here, I think he says, I had enough. It's time for me to retire.
So either way, Bill Belichick will not be Patriots coach next year.
Either way, I think the Patriots have a new head coach next year.
I don't disagree with that, honestly. Gary, why don't you do it next?
And this is that's a tough division here. I mean, I like Buffalo here as number 1. Aaron Rodgers, number 2, fighting, keeping the Jets relevant in this division. And, I'll get back to what Ryan said. The Patriots, they don't have enough to do anything in this division. And Bill Belichick turns around and says, I can't do this no more. I'm too old. It's time for me to spend time with my grandchildren. I'm done.
What do you got, Mike?
It's got to be his great-grandchildren by now. Old fuck.
Yeah, straight up. He's 73, something like that.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. All right, I'm back. So my bold prediction is that Aaron Rodgers struggles. The Jets struggle and finish last.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Complete opposite of what I got going on.
So Aaron Rodgers is really struggling there for them to finish last.
Yeah, I think they finished last. I think right with New England.
Thanks, Mike.
Miami's wild card, and then
Buffalo wins it.
Buffalo wins it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go Buffalo wins it. Although I still have reservations about that too, because I have Josh, like I said, I have Josh Allen in a keeper league, and there's something he hasn't been hurt yet.
No, he hasn't.
I'm like, man, this might be a down year for him. Like, I don't know. There's something that just kind of
and there's also something like
when that guy's on, dude, like he's on.
But it's starting to become just who he is. If you keep the game close,
he's gonna
give you a turnover in the fourth quarter to give you a chance.
But he'll also like be the guy that brings you, like if you're down, he'll bring you back.
Right.
He can never get to that point.
Right. Like it's just so he just makes so like as good as he is, he just makes still too many boneheaded decisions.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So
he's better
I'm
than
still gonna go
Tua.
to Bulls.
He is better than Tua. Josh Allen could be the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
If he would.
His numbers last year were phenomenal.
Right. Like if just it's them like last year, the Minnesota game. He threw in the triple coverage. Like he gives the games away.
Yeah.
Like mine never delays as long as Gary's
I
does.
know. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Buffalo. I'm gonna go to Jets too. I think they did enough where they're gonna improve. Did they make the playoffs?
Benny, and the Jets.
I love Breece Hall. I think that dude's gonna be something special. Garrett Wilson showed a lot last year. I think, and their defense was already decent last year, and I think their offense just needed that boost. I think they're gonna win 11 games this year. They're gonna be right there.
Yeah, like the Jets were good. They were a good team last year.
They had no quarterback.
They had no quarterback play. None.
Their defense. Their defense was ridiculous.
Yeah, their defense.
Fucking hype. The hype on Aaron Rodgers. Like, he's 39 years old. Like, he's not Tom Brady.
Right, and he's not gonna be the Aaron Rodgers of 6-7 years ago. He's not. But I just think he does recapture a little bit of. He's invigorated. He's energized.
This might be one of the best teams he's had
in the last 10 years.
In the last 10 years, yeah. Since
right.
that team, yeah.
Right. There's a lot of talent on that team.
Yeah.
And to bring in he's a good veteran quarterback. Like he's still a good quarterback.
You think that offensive line will up for him?
That's probably their biggest concern, Mike. That honestly.
The concern is it's still the Jets.
Right. But I don't think it's the same old Jets, Gar. I don't. There's a shit ton of talent on that team.
Yep.
Shit ton.
He's 40 years old, bro.
I'm gonna go
like he's 40.
Oh.
He didn't have a shitty year even last year. He didn't have a great year, but he didn't have a shitty year.
It wasn't a shitty year, any stretch.
He's 40 years old. They paid him and asked him.
That doesn't matter. It's not my problem. I don't care. So, but like, if you put the Aaron Rodgers of last year on the Jets last year, they were a playoff team.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, there's no doubt they were a playoff team.
Yeah.
Yeah. More than likely, yeah.
As long as he's not in the fucking desert eating mushrooms.
I just fucking hate him. I hate him.
No, I don't like
him.
So
I.
Yeah, I
so
just hate
I.
him. Yeah. But he's a good
I can't
quarterback.
stand him. He's become a fucking pompous ass.
Him and his man bun.
I'm torn between the 3 and 4 teams, honestly. I can flip flop either way.
Torn between two lovers, feeling like a fool.
But I think I'm going to go with this only because of my bold prediction. I think I'm going to go Patriots 3, and I hate Mac Jones. I think he sucks. And Miami 4, only because of my bold prediction that Tua, he's done. This is it. He takes another hard hit, and he's sidelined, and then he might call it
over.
Yeah, and he's done. Yeah, I think that's gonna Mike White.
Yeah,
I mean, he had 2 concussions in the same season,
and he's
like
had
3 weeks apart.
Yeah, like that's
3 in the last couple of years. So,
yeah.
So Tua takes a hit, and his career is over. That's your bold prediction.
My prediction, yeah. That's my bold prediction.
Who hits
It's funny because my other one My other one was going to be Belichick. That was my other one. I think this is it for Belichick, no matter what.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless they turn something around and they go to like the second round of the playoffs and they look good.
I just don't see it.
I don't know. Right?
Nothing on offense.
The question has to be
in his face. You can see in Belichick's face.
What do they have on offense? They have nothing.
So the question has to be asked. That dynasty, was it just Tom Brady?
It was
no.
It was
both. It was both. I mean, look at the team too. Like the team played like a team. His defenses those years were really good too.
And some of the offensive schemes and some of the shit that he did and he ran.
He just doesn't have a quarterback that can do it. If you replace Tom Brady with,
if they had Jalen Hurts, if they made the Deshaun Watson trade.
No, I was actually going to go back. I was going to go back in time. If you had, maybe this is a bad comparison. I'm trying to think of someone. I don't want to say, all right, maybe Drew Brees. If you had Drew Brees is a good comparison.
Drew Brees is too good.
Yeah, they probably win rings with him too.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, that's a good point, Sean.
Roethlisberger. I'm not going to say slop. I'm not going to say Brian Greasy.
I think somebody like Roethlisberger wins as many rings, maybe one more with Belichick than he does with Pittsburgh. Like I think.
You think you win 3 or 4?
Yeah, I think Tomlin's a pretty good coach though.
Yeah,
right.
He won 2, so he wins 4 or 5. Brady has 7.
I would say that he wins 3. Like I don't think.
Yeah, he won. Brady won 6 in New England.
Plus the fact that let's not mistake that. Like some of those games that Brady won were like comeback wins and this and that. Like luck. Some balls bounce their way.
Drew Brees is in New England. How many does he win?
4.
4. Yeah, 4 sounds about right.
I say
maybe
3.
5.
Yeah.
But I think Brady is personally responsible for at least 2 of them.
A few of them, right? A few of them. So that's why both. The answer is both. They're both.
So you could probably go chalk and just call it like Bill Belichick's coaching, like is responsible for 3 of them, and Brady is responsible for 3 of them. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like Bill Belichick's a great coach. Like
he's got to be the best coach ever.
I think Andy Reid's starting to get into that conversation.
Behind Doug Peterson.
But I think Andy Reid's starting to get into that conversation.
He missed.
Don't forget
he
Dougie P.
He missed too much.
Yeah, Reid's not in the conversation with Belichick.
No, I think he's not yet. But I think if Reid coaches another 10 years and gets 3 more rings, he's in that conversation.
He's not coaching 10 more years, bro.
And even if he does, I mean, how many?
I'm just saying, if he does and he gets 3 more rings, he's in that conversation.
Yeah, but how many games did Reid lose?
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
doesn't matter, dude. If he coaches, even if he loses 4
he's a
more,
cheesesteak away from a coffin.
But even if he loses 4 more, if he coaches another 10 years and gets another 3 rings, he's in that conversation.
It's the same thing as Mike. It's the same thing as the LeBron thing, because how many finals did LeBron lose? But yet everyone still wants to put him in there with Jordan as one of the greatest ever, and he has this many rings and all that stuff.
No,
yeah, right. We all talked about the fact that there's no comparison.
Hold on, Mike. If he coaches another 10 years,
good, not great.
That gives him another. That gives him like a total of what, like 34 years as a head coach.
Okay.
And if he gets 3 more rings, that means he'll have 5 rings.
He's right there. Yeah.
That means he'll have 9 conference championship rings.
He's a cheesesteak away from his coffin.
Like that puts him in the conversation as the greatest coach ever.
It's impressive, but
so just so you know, Kimbrel's on, right? The Phillies are up 2-1, Bauman and I 2 outs, but the last batter hit it hard to left, and whoever's playing left, I don't think it's Schwarber playing left right now. Whoever's playing left made a running grab near the fence.
Yeah, it was Cave.
It was Nick Cave? Okay. Nick Cave.
So,
Nick Cave.
Yeah, I mean, but the fact is that
who's Nick Cave? Who the fuck's Nick Cave?
I don't know why I keep calling him Nick Cave. I don't know why.
Yeah, and I did the same thing. It's Jay Cave, right? Who the fuck? Who's Nick Cave?
I don't know. Mike Dixon was telling me it's a lead singer of a punk band.
No, I know. Yeah. Is it Nick Cave in the band? Yeah, Nick Cave in the band Seeds. That's who it is.
Yeah, he's related.
They called that a ball.
He's related to Nick Slave.
Nick Slave.
That's a ball. How's that a ball?
That was not a ball. Where's the robot umps? Fuck.
So, look, Belichick to me, Belichick did when he got there, he won. His win percentage in the championship games and what he did, it can't be.
Okay, what's the percentage of a head coach competing for the Super Bowl like every year that they coach? So since Tom Brady left New England hasn't competed for the Super Bowl. Andy Reid, almost every single year that he's been a head coach, his team has competed for the Super Bowl. And you mean to tell me in 10 more years, Andy Reid gets 3 more rings? He's not in that conversation?
No, I mean 5 against 7. It took him 34 years to do what Belichick did in 15.
And Belichick had the greatest quarterback ever, though, Mike.
That doesn't matter.
Mahomes is
hold on. I was just going to say, if he's going to win 3 in the next 10 years, that means Mahomes is in that conversation then too.
Apparently he's not, though.
But
how can Mahomes be in the conversation of the greatest quarterback?
That's what I'm saying. In order for that to happen, that's going to have to happen too.
Right, but again, like, I don't want to make this a thing, but according to Mike, Andy Reid still wouldn't be.
Like, I think he made it.
All right, so I'm making it a thing. So if that were to happen, Andy Reid's not in the conversation as the greatest coach ever, but Patrick Mahomes is in the conversation as the greatest quarterback ever.
Asshole up your ass up, you cunt! Fuck you sideways, you fucking boring fucking whore! Fuck off, you cow!
Exactly.
If in 10 years Mahomes wins 3 more championships, I don't think that compares to what Brady did.
That doesn't compare to what?
What Brady did.
How?
Because Brady, in the 10 years, won 5, and Mahomes won 3.
He didn't win 5 in 10 years. He won 6 in 19 years.
Yeah.
But 6 is still better than 5.
It is.
And 7, 8, 9.
Absolutely.
All right, look, I'm going to play it by ear and tell Mike that he's wrong.
I'm leaving. Fuck you. Fuck you. And fuck you.
You go. But fuck you. Fuck you.
Now we gotta. I do want to call it.
Especially you fucking slushy.
I do want to call it. I do. What do you fucking?
Yeah, this virtual has been the worst experience for me.
I don't know. This is one of the better virtual shows that we've ever done. If you ask me,
yeah. Slushy drinking cocksucker, you.
Yeah, Mike was cutting off a lot, and
I have it directly connected. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's weird. Now, for some reason, I felt that today there was a big delay with everybody. Been trying to do it. It's tough, but you know what? We had to do it. We had to do a show. We got some laughs, man. We it was needed.
It was fun.
Yeah, this worked.
It's it's not the same, but it worked for what it is. Don't
go away, fellas, man. It's the last time I'm going to see you guys for a couple weeks.
Yeah, hang out for a half hour after the show.
All right, that sounds good. All right, well we're gonna call it, and we will not see you next week.
Because we're going to be seeing Metallica.
Yeah, but we'll see you on August 11th.
Dedication.
Yeah. We will see you in that. We'll see you in 2 weeks. All right. So thank you guys. Thanks, Jay. He says a great show. Thanks, man. We appreciate it. Everyone is watching live, and everyone who listened on the podcast apps. We appreciate it. Corner Plus Sports.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Mike.
All you see is Ryan's couch, but you hear him. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Like a ghost. Yeah, I love this. This is fucking awesome.
Let me take a piss.
That was a good show, fellas. Well,
Dude, they're all gone.
what happened?
It's just you and me.
It's just you and me?
Yeah, it's just us. That's it. They all left.
Where'd Mike go?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Is he still there, like his camera?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'll finish my beer and then call it.
All
We're on boner coverage.
Yeah, fucking 7 days, dude.
7 days. 7 days. Did you watch the video?
Which one?
7 days until you die.
What is that?
The Ring.
Oh yeah. What the fuck?
Dude, it looks like I'm talking to myself. This is fucking weird.
Like it's just 3 empty spots, but I'm still there.
No, it looks like I'm buying a house, and I want to see the 3D rendering of what room he looks like. Like that one. And why is there some fat guy walking in this room? Oh, that's fucking Gary. Gary's sitting back down now. Yeah, it looks like. Yo, I was telling Gary, I was saying, Ryan's talking to me, but he's not on the screen, and there's 3 empty rooms and me. It looks like I'm talking to myself.
He's seen the house virtually.
Yeah. It's like I'm on The Sims.
Remember that game?
Yeah. Fucking Sims. Remember Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Yeah.
Dude, I used to, or theme park was the other one, right? So me and my cousin, we spent hours. We built this the most elaborate freaking roller coaster you can make. And then in the middle, just cut it off.
Where's Ryan and Mike at?
I'll show y'all.
And like the roller coaster would like fly off the tracks and people would die. Or we'd build like a moat and like a pathway and then cut the moat off so that people would die on the island. That's the shit I did. Like I didn't try to beat the game. I just did. Like there's something wrong with me.
No, dude, I did the same thing. That's why I wanted the fucking roller coaster to crash.
Yeah, that's what we would do. We jack up the speed.
Boner coverage. And it's Gary lighting a cigarette. Mike comes in and just giggles.
Yeah. I see a picture of Gary and I see Boner.
He just froze too. I'm gonna get this fucking. Damn it! I can't fucking get him.
Yo, I'm fucking drunk.
Oh,
Yeah.
These fucking Long Islands, man. Fuck.
This one's the best though. That one's the best one. Gary doing the finger.
Yeah, that was a good show, fellas.
Yeah, I buffered way too much, man.
What happened, man?
You had a hard time.
Yeah, I think it was. I must have too much shit going on in the background. I think it's my laptop. I need to restart it or, do an update or some shit.
If you French fry when you're supposed to pizza, you're going to have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time.
If you pizza when you're supposed to French fry, you're going to have a bad time.
I just saw your thing. Fuck this internet.
Yeah.
That sucks. I'm gonna finish this beer up, guys. All right.
Yeah, I'm fuck.
I got a half left, so. Wait,
I'm drunk.
Why am I on here? What the fuck? I don't want to be on.
Yeah, why is it just you?
We got that instead.
There you go.
That's not a good picture.
Nah. Yeah,
Gary's the one that wanted to stay on long.
That's the other thing with trying to do this.
Yeah, everybody's internet, yeah.
Yeah, it's it's just tough. It's always Gary with the issues, man.
Dude, this is the first. This is the first
Actually,
time I've had issues ever.
the last time you had issues too, you were freezing.
Was
I remember that. Yeah, last time I remember that. Which makes no sense. The only thing I can think of is your Ethernet cord. Is that the long one you have going through the house?
No.
Going upstairs? Oh no. Because that could be an issue because it's too long of a cord.
No, my internet at work for work is the one that goes all the way up. That's never has a problem.
No.
It's got to be the laptop.
Yeah, it could be.
Is it older? Your laptop?
It's like 4 or 5 years old. But
Jay Parr is such a trooper, man. He's still hanging in there.
What's up, Jay?
There he goes. There you are. Are you allowed to smoke in that house, bro? You allowed to smoke in that house?
Like if this happens again, shut up.
That means no.
Yeah. Are you allowed to smoke in that house?
That means no.
I'm fucking texting her. I'm texting her. Is his insurance paying for this? Ah, man, Gar. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, man. Yeah, and to your uncle, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Damn, I was about to make a joke about his sex change too. You totally ruined it. I was literally about to...
Not the time.
Yeah. Cheers to your uncle, man.
Thanks, fellas.
Like enough. I've had it.
This year's fucking. Ugh. It's been a rough year with that shit. Ah, he's done again, dude.
Yeah, he's done.
I think he's done. Yeah, I think he said he's had it. I don't blame him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, fellas. I'm starting to fucking.
You getting the spins?
Yep.
What was it again? Island, Long Island iced tea slushy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
you getting?
Did you make it, or did you blend it, or what did you do?
No, I bought them from the fucking beer distributor.
Are you getting? Is your stomach hurting?
No.
No. So I was wondering, like, with the sugar content in those things, like that's why, like, I can't do rum and cokes all night. Like, I forgot to. I went into this one bar, out there, and it was like during of course it was during the day because that's when I was drinking. It was like, I think it was Friday for lunch. She had her own lunch thing going on. I was like, all right, I'll go out for lunch too. Hers was like 3 hours something. So I was like looking up. No, it was dinner. I'm sorry, it was at dinner. And I'm looking up stuff, and I'm like trying to find a restaurant just to grab something to eat. All I want is a good burger, right? So the one restaurant that I ended up going to the last day is the one I probably should have went to that night. And I was like, it looks packed. I'll move. It looks too ritzy for me. So I'm wearing shorts. You know, I forget what shirt I was wearing in Mateo. I don't know what the fuck it was. So I'm walking around the streets, and I find this bar that I was going to go to, and I see the outside seating, and the fucking waiter's wearing like a tie. Oh, he's trying to come back. Go.
We don't see him, but we hear him.
What the fuck?
Gary, we can hear you.
There he is.
What's up, bro?
No, there you are. So I see that the waiter's wearing like a tie or something, right? And I'm like, and it's like entrance through the alley. So I go through the alley, I walk in, dude. I was so out of place in this bar, and it was like, I don't know, 3 o'clock or something. And I walk in, and like it's like the bar is like lit up. It's got all these fancy lights, and people are having sit down dinners. And I walk in shorts, and I felt so out of place. It was bad. I was like, oh man. So I said to the waitress, or the hostess, I'm like, look, I didn't know this was like this. I'm just gonna sit at the bar. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. I sit at the bar. I might have been better off like just leaving. It's the most hoity-toity fucking place. The bartenders were always like 20-something dudes who were like hipsters. So like, and they were full themselves, And there were all these stupid fucking conversations. Like I'm like sitting there like, oh my God, these guys have no fucking idea. You know what I mean? Like it was one of those deals. Like you felt like, if this is my son, I'm slapping him beside his fucking head, like because he has no fucking idea. And the one dude looked like James Franco with a mustache. So I hated him even more because I fucking hate James Franco. I hate him and I fucking hate Seth Rogen. I hate that whole crew. I hate them all. But he reminded me of him, and he was, So I had like 2 rum and cokes. That's what it reminded me. I had 2 rum and cokes. Like fucking $25 for 2 rum and cokes.
Oh,
yeah, that's hard.
I didn't even have food. I don't think I even ate. I left there. I mean, some dude was like next to me, and he's like having these full-on conversations with the bartenders, and they're trying to like do their job. And he's like, "Oh, you made that drink wrong, and you made that." And he's like, "Dude, Gary should just give up at this point."
Yeah,
that's horrible. That's a shame, dude. He held on for a lot of the show.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, Jay said those drinks are powerful. He had 4 one time. He had to sit in a parking lot before driving home. Those slushies.
Yeah, it ain't no joke. All right, I'm out, fellas.
What we drinking next week?
Whatever.
I meant to do lagers, man. If we're drinking all fucking day,
we are.
Yeah, I can't be drinking fucking crazy shit. Like I gotta drink lagers. I want to remember the show.
Right.
I want to actually remember when I'm paying this money to go see. Fuck.
Yeah.
600.
All right, we'll stick with lager.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I guess all of us will call it tonight. The fucking internet's pissing me off anyway. So, Jay, thanks for hanging out, man.
Yep. See you guys. Wait, hold on. He's back.
There he is.
He's on his phone.
Yeah, dude, like my life. Fuck, man. Fuck.
All right, guys. I love you.
All right.
Yeah, we're heading out, Gary.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's like, I tried so hard, and I finally get on my phone.
What's up, Gary?
What's going on, man?
Gary, can you see us? He's gone. He left. He left.
Hey, Gary?
Yeah, he left.
Why?
All right.
Yeah, all right.
No, he probably, because I did that, he probably thought we all left, so he only saw himself.
All right, guys.
All right, fellas.
We'll see you.
Later on, fellas.
2 weeks. All right.